सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject is know and understand your body. We are entering into 136th Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, the third chapter, 30th verse, 30th verse. Very beautiful sutra. Napi chakre kaya vyuha jnanam Nabi chakre kaya vyuha jnanam. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as, through samyama on the navel circle comes knowledge of the constitution of the body. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, by making samyama on the navel, one gains knowledge of the constitution of the body. Swami Satchidananda translates as, by samyama on the navel plexus, knowledge of the body's constitution is obtained. Bhagavan Osho translates as, by performing samyama on the navel center, knowledge of the organization of the body is gained. Yesterday I received a question through email saying that, Swamiji, in the earlier samyamas, like a samyama on the sun, samyama on the moon, samyama on the pole star, nowhere Patanjali talks connecting those samyama on the chakras. No commentator is talking connecting sun with one chakra, moon with another chakra. How did you connect, Swamiji? Please understand, I am talking exactly what Patanjali wants. That is why, see, in this sutra, he is connecting it with Manipuraga. First he spoke about Muladhara, sun, then Swadhisthana, moon, then polar star, Anandagandha. Now he is talking on the Manipuraga. Then he will move to Vishuddhi. Patanjali doesn't believe much in Anahata. Of course, he already spoke one sutra on friendliness, he already gave one samyama, but it doesn't work much on Anahata. As I said, he's a too strong logical yogi. The sacred secret in this sutra is, when you do samyama on the navel center, you will have the complete knowledge about all the movements and happenings of the body. Now understand few things deeply. First thing, human body, the most complicated mechanism. Still, no scientist even dares to think they can create 1/100th of what human body can do through any machineries. Any mechanism, machinery you can imagine, visualize, construct, establish, can't do just 1/100th of the job done by your human body every day. To make blood into blood, it needs an industry which runs almost 10 square kilometer. If we need to convert mechanically blood into blood, we need industry which runs 10 square kilometer. Forget about taking cognizance of things, which is done by brain. If you just need to do one cognizance, here is a black color mic in front of me, that's all. Just this one cognizance. To take this cognizance, you need 10-story building computer. 10-story building size computer. Just to understand, you have a black color mic in front of you, that's all, nothing else. After that, how it works, forget about all that. Just to take cognizance, black color mic is in front of you. To receive, process and understand this information, you need 10-story building size computer. The human mechanism is unimaginable. The human body is unimaginable mechanism. I can't even say it is a mechanism, it is an organism. It's an organization. Human body is an organization. It is not mechanism. When you meditate on Nabhi Chakra, the Nabhi Chakra word need to be understood very deeply. It is not only the belly button, the huge circle which is created having the belly button as the center. If you stretch your hands and leg and create a circle, the belly button will be the center. That's the reason I have a picture here behind me. Manisha, project that picture. Please see the picture. It's a picture from the Western system only. But in Vedic tradition, we have something called Ayadi. Ayadi means the dimension signs. See, when you stretch your leg and hands and draw a complete circle which touches the hole, the belly button will be the center. That will be the center. So, Nabhi Chakre Vyuha. The samyama has to be done on this whole chakra, not just on the center. Please understand. I'll explain about the Nabhi Chakra little more detailed way. It is like your body is made out of layers and layers of biomemory, as I was explaining yesterday. It's like many clothes, many saris soaked in different colors. They are all made on one another, and your body is made. The belly button is the center point where the pin is inserted. If you just remove that button, all the layers will become independent. It's an umbilical cord which connects your physical body and your physical mother. That only connects your subtle body and the subtle mother. Subtle mother is teacher and the people who give you the personality. That only connects your spiritual personality and the spiritual father, Guru. Or I can say spiritual mother. When you do samyama on the navel center, you can just see your whole body internally. Please understand. The yogic tradition is not evolved out of post-mortem reports. The knowledge about the body's organs, diseases, healing methods evolved in the yogic tradition, in the Indian Vedic tradition, is not based on the post-mortem reports. It is based on the living body. Please understand, we do not cut the dead bodies and analyze and understand where is the liver, where is the heart, where is the intestine, where is the eyes. No, we do not trust in it. Understand? You will be surprised, in Siddha tradition, there is a very clear sutra. Even the leaf or the flower, if it is removed from the tree, it cannot be any more medicine. It can be a medicine only as long as it is in the tree, connected to the tree as life. Then how to take it? Because the moment you remove, something happens in it, it is no more a flower. It looks like flower, it is no more a flower. The flower is a flower as long as it is still connected to the plant. Leaf is a leaf as long as it is still connected to the plant. Branch is a branch as long as it is still connected to the tree. How can you call it as a flower after it has been removed? How can you call it as a leaf after it has been removed? How can you call it as a branch after it has been removed from the original tree? Nabichakre. When you are centered on the navel center, when you do samyama on the navel center, the whole knowledge about the living mechanism of the body is realized, not the dead branch, as I said. Then you may question, how can we take Siddha medicines then? How will it have any effect? That is why in Siddha tradition there is a clear rule. An enlightened master has to bless the tree and tell the leaf, please do not leave your life after you being removed from the tree. It is called Prana Pratishta. Only after the Prana Pratishta ceremony, if the leaf is removed, the medicine will have power. Understand? Siddhas ensured this whole science is again used, practiced only by an enlightened being. That's why the sutras also they kept as secret, and the method, process is also secret. This is the major sutra we are going to play a major role, rejuvenating and making the Siddha tradition alive. Only a master can tell the leaf, give life to leaf even after it is removed. I'll do some research and prove you guys. The quality of the life of the leaf will not change if it is removed after the master's Prana Pratishta from the tree. If it is just removed by any ordinary man without any Prana Pratishta, you will see that the leaf dies and loses its quality. In the yoga tradition, we don't believe your liver is liver after your body dies. Your heart is hard even after 1 second. When the heat in the Sahasrara settles down, that is the time yogis declare a person as dead. Please understand. The yogic definition of death is not heart stopping. It is the heat on the Sahasrara settling down. It will not, the heat on the Sahasrara, the crown center, will be lower than the heat which a living person feels on the palms. That's the definition of death in yogic tradition. Yogis stop their heart and live in the body even for 3-4 months. And their nail and the hair will be growing. Please understand. I have seen one Swami, he's called Mauna Swami, he's the disciple of, follower of the Ayya Swami tradition. There is a place called Vaikuntapati in Kanyakumari district. Samittopu, they call it. One great master, Ayya, they call him Ayya. He was living, I think he's a maybe predecessor to Ramakrishna. He is before Ramakrishna, maybe I think 200-250 years. I don't know exactly. Maybe I can tell you later on exact years, but a great master, so lived. His parampara, one sannyasi lived in Tiruvannamalai temple. Then later on he shifted his place to the top of the hill. Mauna Swami was called. He will never eat or sleep. Once he was so still and no pulse, no heartbeat, all the disciples thought he is dead. And they decided to bury his body. Kuppamal came to know. She ran. His body was in the Thirumanjana Gopuram, on the south side tower of the Tiruvannamalai temple. She ran and saw he was in Yoga Samadhi. He was not dead because the crown center was still hot. So she told the disciples, no, he is not dead. Wait. Disciples were not ready to agree. Then she said, I'll prove you guys, he is alive. Listen what I am saying. And these guys were not ready to listen. Then she brought us coconut and broke on his head. Then a slight blood came, which is a circulating blood, live blood, not frozen blood, and which was hot. Then they realized, oh, he is in Yoga Samadhi. After 3 months, he became conscious of outer world, and after that he lived more than 10 years. Now he passed away, he took Samadhi, Mahasamadhi, recently. Maybe after that at least 10 years he lived in the body, little more than 10 years, maybe 20 years also, I don't know completely. At least I have seen him. I had the fortune of having his darshan. And a great sadhu, a great soul, great yogi. So in yogic tradition, we don't define death based on heartbeat stopping. We define based on the heat of the Sahasrara cooling off. The moment the heat of the Sahasrara cools off, even next second, your heart is not heart, liver is not liver, eyes are not eyes. Any research done on that part of the body, any understanding you come to after analyzing that part of the body from the dead body will not be true. So all research, all analysis, all understanding has to be done when the body is alive. Yogis know. This is the method. Understand. Nabi chakre kaya vyuhajnanam. Meditate, do samyama on the Nabi chakra. When you are alive, you will know thoroughly your energy flow, your organs, how it functions, everything. You can diagnose your own diseases. Self-diagnostic center. All the analysis research was done in yogic tradition based on this samyama, this sutra. Do samyama on the navel. It will really help you. First thing, it will stop the habit of overeating in your system. When you do the samyama on the navel, you will have this intelligence and ability. First thing will happen is your digestion and secretion of the chemicals or all other liquids you need for your body's smooth function will become proper and balanced. That is the first thing will happen. When you do samyama on the navel chakra, all diseases related to all hormonal problems, all the diseases related to the chemicals comes out of liver, I can say it means practically all diseases can be cured by samyama on Nabhi chakra, on navel center. I can give you the exact technique, sacred secret. Spatika is powerful bead to awaken the Swadhisthana. Rudraksha, soaked in sandal oil, is the powerful bead for the navel center. Have a Rudraksha soaked in sandal oil, keep it on your navel center, lie down in the moon. When you do the samyama on the moon, you can try this also. But you don't need to gaze at the moon or anything. You only need to feel. You need to stretch your hands and legs as it is described in this picture. And you need to feel the huge circle which touches your hands and feet. That is the Nabhi chakra. Please understand, that is the Nabhi chakra. This is the Nabhi center, not the Nabhi chakra, Nabhi center. And that is the Nabhi chakra. Just meditate on the center, feeling the whole chakra. That's all. Feel the whole chakra is your body, and this is the center. Do samyama on it. But when you do samyama, you need to add little sandal oil, because the sandal is the smell of anahata and navel chakra. Any problem related to ulcer, stomach ulcers, gastric trouble, completely it will be healed on this one samyama. Have a Rudraksha soaked in sandal oil, keep it on the navel and lie down, either in the open sky or in the room. Anything is okay. This samyama does not need a sky, but this samyama needs enough space around you. When you stretch your hands, you are supposed to stretch the hands and legs just as it is shown in this picture. And feel that navel is your center, and continuously bring your awareness, center it on the navel. You will see the whole energy flow of Nabhi chakra will be realized by you. You will have energy and intelligence for the navel chakra, for the navel center. Energy and intelligence for running the body properly. The whole body function will become neat. Not only that, you will realize many truths about your own body. Do this samyama. You will heal your body. You will have a complete knowledge about your body, your strength, your weakness, what kind of food suits you, what kind of works you can do it without getting tired. All these truths can be realized. If you don't have a separate time, you can do it even while you go to sleep. Just stretch your hands and legs as it is shown in this picture. Visualize your whole center is the navel center, and that circle is your energy. You. Visualize that whole circle is you, and the navel center is your center. Completely concentrate on the navel center. Try to look internally. I promise, within 1 month you will be able to see the whole inner organism through your inner eyes. It's possible. I have done it. It works. You can do it. You can do it. And in that same samyama, you can just fall asleep. No problem. Try. It will really make you more healthy, more knowledgeable. Others cannot cheat you. When you don't know about your body, anybody can exploit, cheat you, giving all wrong ideas to you. So try today's samyama. It will completely liberate you from many diseases, disorders, give you the complete knowledge about the body, and heal your body. Make it healthy and beautiful, graceful. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Putting all my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you. Nothing will compare. I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion. Your love is endless like an ocean. Nityananda, Nityananda. My life's become a meditation. Ever since we had a deep connection.